Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank to INSLA Organizing Committee for giving me the chance to present my topic today. My presentation title today is Balancing Economic Growth and Preservation of Human Rights During Movement Control Order, the Malaysian Experience in Overcoming the Impact of COVID-19 Pandemic. Structure of my presentation, I will start by giving some introduction, and then after that followed by a timeline of COVID-19 outbreak in Malaysia, and then how Malaysian responds to this COVID-19 outbreak between balancing economic growth of the country as well as to maintain the public health, and then the implementation of MCO, economic stimulus package, and conclusion. The spread of COVID-19 pandemic across the globe started in Wuhan, in China, end of last year in December, and it started to escalate to other countries, including to our country. So, as a response to that, Malaysian government has implemented MCO beginning on the 18th of March until end of this year, which is still ongoing until end of this year. The aim or the objective of this MCO is to break the chain of infection with the purpose. The ultimate purpose is to ensure the public health and the right to life of each citizen. The objective of this presentation or this paper is to explore the effort which has been done by the Malaysian authorities in balancing the two needs and the two important things that need to be prioritized by the government, which is to preserve the public health and at the same time to maintain the economic growth of the country. So the findings from this presentation, the finding from this paper, I have discovered that the government has used its discretion to restrict certain rights, such as freedom of movement, which has been restricted to give way for MCO implementation, and at the same time some stimulus packages has been introduced by the government to ease the burden of the people as well as the business sector, with the aim to ensure our economic growth will not be overlooked during the MCO. The timeline of COVID-19 outbreak in Malaysia. So it started on 23rd of January when 8 Chinese nationals entered Malaysia via Johor Bahru, from Singapore. So these travelers had been close contact with a COVID-19 index case detected in Singapore. So beginning on 25th of January, Malaysia has reported its first case, which is an imported case from Wuhan. In total, 22 cases in January has been recorded. On February 3rd, first Malaysia testing positive. Malaysian citizen has been tested positive on the 3rd of February. He has the travel history to a neighboring country for a business meeting. After that, on 17th of March, Malaysia reported first fatal case, which is related to religious gathering in Seri Petaling, which is public gathering. And then by mid of March, Malaysia has confirmed to have, that 673 confirmed cases were linked to this mass gathering. So on the 3rd of March, the Prime Minister, the newly appointed Prime Minister, advised to practice social distancing. And then on 11th of March, WHO, or World Health Organization, has declared the COVID-19 outbreak as a pandemic. And then 12th March, the government made the decision to designate Sungai Buloh Hospital, a public hospital, as the country's main COVID-19 hospital. This, if you can see in the diagram, this is the status of the case in our country as of 19th of October. You can see the total case on that date, which is 21,363 cases. And then the highest ever new cases, daily new case recorded was on the 18th of October, which is 871, which is still a worrying trend actually to the country. And then to respond to this particular issue, so Malaysian government has to take into consideration into two main issues, main purposes. Number one, to protect the public health, to ensure the right to life be upheld and maintained, and then at the same time, economic growth of the country should also be protected, because that will be important. It is important to the country to have its financial protected, economic growth maintained, because it will help the country to survive. Because of that two mechanism or measures has been taken. Number one, to implement MCO to break the chain of infection, and number two, because of this MCO implementation has affected business, and a lot of people cannot go to work. Some people has been losing their revenues because of they cannot operate the business during MCO. So because of that, the government has introduced stimulus packages, which is Prihatin and Penjana. Okay, the movement control order started on the 18th of March until 31st of March, and after that it has been extended from phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, from MCO to CMCO, conditional movement control order. Some restriction has been relaxed, has been exempted in certain sectors. And then phase 6, conditional movement control order, followed by RMCO, recovery, which is still ongoing until today, and then it is expected to end by 31st of December. Okay, what are the impacts? What are the impacts of this MCO to our economy and to other things? The Prime Minister said that Malaysia's economy is losing an estimated Malaysian ringgit 2.4 billion daily, okay, during the MCO. So it was a total of 63 billion as all the business activities are suspended. So travel restriction has caused has affected tourism related sectors, aviation industries, hotels. So production disruption in the global supply chain pressure the production of trade activities, the decline in consumption and investment activity. So many Malaysian companies recorded lower revenue in the first quarter of this year. And then the rise of unemployment, of course, because of some companies have no choice but to terminate some of their employees. Okay, and then this is the impact of MCO as well. Loss of job, loss of income, household circumstances. You can see the people are in the house, so sometimes there has been an increase of domestic violence, stress, among our community because they cannot do the routine job that they normally do. Okay, so the measure number 2, which is to ensure the economic growth. So the government has implemented a stimulus package, namely Prihatin and Penjana. So the Prihatin announced by PM on 27th of March, 2020, worth 250 billion, which is to be used to protect the welfare of the people and then to support business, including small and medium enterprises or SMEs. So after that, 130 million has been also injected for the as a stimulus package to all states regardless of their political party to help tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. And then Penjana, introduced on the 5th of June, announced by the Prime Minister, 40 initiative worth 35 billion, focusing on 3 thrusts, which is empower people, propel business, and stimulate the economy. And then Malaysian PM, according to on the 6th of April, introduced what we call Prihatin SME packages to help the SME enterprises, or small medium enterprises, which have been severely hit by the the implementation of MCO. And then Penjana is expected to stimulate Malaysia's economy, save over 2.4 million jobs, reduce the cash flow. Okay, this is a diagram that can explain to us what has been done by the government, protecting the rakyat, supporting business, stimulating the economy, so bringing back the country's economic performance into its original pathway. Okay, and then the conclusion from my presentation today, we can see from the beginning of COVID-19, we can see that the government has taken a very serious measures to stop this pandemic from spreading through the country by implementing MCO. And at the same time, the government also realized that there is a need to maintain our economic growth, because we also have to have our own income, our own money, our own financial stability and sustainability to to survive the country, to manage the country. So I think that's all for today. I hope everyone can get some benefit. Hopefully it can give some benefit to all of us regarding the topic that I have presented today. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.